Nightfall descends on Navajo County. State Route 260 becomes a long, dark stretch of road. Its 2 lanes, seemingly endless here in the high country. The lack of shoulder area and pullouts means any error or distraction can turn dangerous, sometimes deadly. On the night of September 14, 2025, tragedy struck at milepost 319.
2 firefighters with the Timber Mesa Fire District have been killed in a crash. The accident happened around 10 o'clock last night on the State Route 260 just east of Heber.
Timber Mesa Fire Chief Randy Chevalier was in bed when he got the call.
The first question was, is it our ambulance? It wasn't unknown at that moment in time, right? Because there's so many moving pieces of it. But nevertheless, I was getting dressed and I was going to go.
We are told that the firefighters have been identified as 31-year-old Brenna Kulikowski, a 3-year firefighter, and 21-year-old paramedic Damon Thompson.
That night, Brenna Kulikowski and Damon Thompson were making their way back up the mountain from a transport to a valley hospital. Damon was driving the ambulance moments before the head-on crash. When Chief Chevalier arrived, he watched flames light up the sky.
It wasn't able to read the side of our ambulance, but you can absolutely see the silhouette of what our ambulance is or was, and then the other vehicle that was involved, both heavily fire involvement. Got out of my vehicle, approached the scene. There was already a fire attack involved from Heber Overguard, from Pinetail Clay Springs. So I walked around on the south side of the scene, took a moment to kind of take it in, and then just went and met up with Chief Payne and just cried.
DPS says the driver of the other car involved crossed the center line, causing the collision.
That's an image that doesn't go away. It'll be there forever.
That woman was also killed in the crash. Her name is Angela Bouck. Several months earlier, she was met by law enforcement, and there was a warning in the White Mountains. It's an important day in this timeline, February 25th, 2025. Jennifer Day is recording a silver 2017 Chevy Traverse tailgating her station wagon. The woman behind her doesn't stop. It's as if she's inching closer and closer. In fear, Jennifer calls 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I'm on Old Linden and I'm being followed by a car. I can't go home because she's been following me since the auto zone, and she's I'm right here on Old Linden and at Fool Hollow Lake. I don't know if you can hear her honking.
Jennifer is telling her story to me now, much calmer than she was that day. The day she came face to face with 46-year-old Angela Bouck.
For a split second, I thought, is there something wrong with the car? And I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with the car. It's the middle of the day. It's not that I don't have my lights on. And she's right on my bumper.
No, I don't know what. I have no idea. I don't know who this person is. That's why I was going to go home, but I can't go home because she's following me.
Panic increased as Jennifer finally stopped her car at Central and Old Linden Road.
There he is. There he is. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Please. I'm just stopping. I'm stopping. I'm going to sleep. I'm going.
Did he see you?
Stop it! Relax. Get back in your car. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know what she's going to do. Oh, my God.
At that moment, a Sholo police officer has just arrived. His report says Angela got out of her car, yelling and cussing at Jennifer.
Oh my God, she just kicked the hell out of my car and chased me. Oh my God, why? Don't know why.
Not captured on body camera video is what the officer describes as Angela jumping in the air to karate kick the back of Jennifer's station wagon, and then punching the back window.
She starts beating on my vehicle on the side, and then she was around to the back and starts kicking the back. And at that point, he's grabbed her and she complied, immediately put her hands behind her back, and I'm in my vehicle. He's telling me to pull into the church parking lot, and I'm now shaking.
The first officer on scene witnessed her kicking the hell out of the car, but she was running at me, and I just backed right. I backed right into the intersection.
I'm like, get back in your car. Well, as I'm yelling at her, Angela hops out of her car and runs up to the back of the station wagon and just, I'm like, oh shit.
Officer Bernard Huser already knows Angela's name because it's the third interaction he's had with her in 36 hours.
Ow, I have a thorn in my thumb, it's infected.
In Huser's report, he writes, She appears to have some developmental disorder, but has always been friendly and happy in my previous interactions.
Back seat. Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said passenger side.
Yeah, this is the passenger side.
Oh, sorry. I'm a creature of habit.
When she jumped out of her car, I turned in and basically my front bumper against the side of her car so she couldn't get to the victim. And then I jumped out and arrested her, but I was just like, well, what the f*** did I just watch? Dude, she's losing her ever-loving mind back there.
According to Sholo police, Angela refused help and services prior to this incident.
Do you want to press charges for kicking your car?
Yes.
I thought my life's in danger. This woman was coming to hurt me. At the best, I'm in the ICU. At the worst, I'm in the morgue. And I had no idea why.
I was just doing a citizen's arrest.
It's unknown what led Angela to follow a stranger with her car, but she was now under arrest.
We're in the Holbrook.
Okay. Going to Holbrook?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there going to be food there? Is it lunchtime yet?
I don't know if it's lunchtime.
You don't know?
No.
I'm hungry.
During the hour-long drive from Sholo to Holbrook, Angela expressed her views loudly.
Jesus loves you! Jesus! Jesus! Jesus!
Screaming to the mountains. What was she dealing with mentally?
You thought I was joking and I'm not! You think I'm playing and I'm not playing! I told you! If you have nonsense towards my family, towards my kids, towards my town, get the f*** out! Move down the mountain! If you don't want to do that yourself, I'll help you!
At the Holbrook jail, she refuses to speak to authorities.
You cannot legally put me in jail because I have not done anything wrong. Okay, I haven't been charged with any crime.
You have been, too.
No. What is that?
Disorderly conduct, criminal damage for kicking
No,
that lady's car.
lawyer.
You can talk to him later once you see a judge.
No, I can talk to him before.
Nope.
That's the way it rules.
Don't touch me.
She's about to be booked for disorderly conduct and criminal damage, misdemeanor offenses that will move slowly through the court system for the next several months. Before that bizarre tailgating incident with Jennifer Day, police made contact with Angela multiple times several hours prior. Sholo PD says on the morning of February 24, 2025, Angela is seen at the Safeway signing crosses with her finger, appearing to bless the area. According to the officer, she's been seen dancing, swinging around the poles, and running up and down the sidewalk. She eventually leaves the property. Hours later, Angela is pulled over for a traffic stop, as the officer believes she's having a medical event, but not in need of emergency services. Angela is told to take a nap and get some rest before getting back on the road. These interactions, signs, or warnings happen the day before her arrest. We met one-on-one with Navajo County Attorney Brad Carlion to discuss Angela Bouck's case. After her arrest in Sholo, she was supposed to appear in court for her arraignment 2 weeks later. She did by phone because she was at Change Point Integrated Health, a behavioral health provider in the White Mountain area. Angela pled not guilty to the misdemeanor charges against her, but the issue of her competency came up.
The court believed there could be some potential competency issues, so he appointed the Navajo County Public Defender's Office to represent the defendant.
Her pretrial conference was rescheduled for June of 2025. The court learned Angela was in a mental health facility in San Diego, delaying her case again and moving the pretrial hearing to late August.
The public defender at one time, if I recall correctly, requested additional time in the court proceedings to make a determination if they were going to file a motion for a Rule 11 evaluation. No Rule 11 motion was filed by the defense.
Rule 11 in Arizona law is a process that requires the court to order 2 mental health experts to evaluate the defendant. They must determine if that person is competent to proceed with their criminal case. Being competent is a legal standard that shows the defendant has factual and rational understanding of the proceedings and can work with their attorney to help their defense. But Rule 11 was never activated in this case, as Angela waited for trial in and out of mental health facilities.
Was there any discussion about her ability to operate a vehicle while she was out free, or is that not even a conversation that is relevant to the court?
In this case, it could have been an issue that a judge may have addressed at the initial appearance when determining release conditions.
But Carline says there are many like Angela Bouck with a mental health landscape in Navajo County that is bleak.
What is the disconnect between criminal justice system and behavioral health? How can things improve?
You have an hour or two.
For mental health services, Arizona ranks near the bottom in the U.S. Ask Matthew Martin.
Arizona only meets about 10% of their mental health needs. We would need like another 150 psychiatrists across the state to really meet the need here.
Martin is a clinical and research associate professor of behavioral health at Arizona State University. For years, he's worked to improve resources in rural communities and says there's a clear lack of providers addressing mental health.
To attract a person like that to a rural area, to live their life, to maybe start a family is difficult.
We're in a rural county in Navajo County, 10,000 square miles. We have hardly any behavioral health providers. Access allows our providers to be underqualified to provide services because we can't get sufficient quality, qualified providers to give those services in this county. And it's not just something affecting Navajo County, it's all rural counties, not only in Arizona, but across the country.
Essentially lowering the bar, yet not adequately meeting the needs. In November 2025, Republican Congressman Juan Ciscomani of Arizona wrote a letter to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services asking for at least $200 million per year over 5 years to address significant needs of its rural communities related to healthcare access. Ciscomani emphasized needs for 7 of Arizona's 15 counties classified as 100% rural, supporting the Rural Health Transformation Program. 4 Democratic congressional colleagues, namely Senators Mark Kelly and Ruben Gallego, along with Congresswoman Yasmin Ansari and Congressman Greg Stanton, endorsed the effort. In 2026, CMS has allocated $50 billion in funding for rural health to all 50 states over the next 5 years. This year, Arizona will receive $167 million, the 6th lowest allocation in the nation.
In a rural area, and they don't have access to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or another behavioral health care provider, that means their mental health needs are not being met. And so those symptoms, those problems can exacerbate and get worse. And that can possibly lead to legal problems, social problems, suicidal thoughts, maybe violent acts.
I need a lawyer! I need a lawyer!
Title 36 in Arizona is a legal process requiring a court order to evaluate someone's mental health without their consent. But before someone can be involuntarily committed, the state has to prove they are a danger to themselves and others, can't care for their basic needs, or have serious mental illness and will not get help. Due to confidentiality rules, Carline cannot say whether or not this effort was petitioned for in Angela's case, but the bar is high.
Our values as a country is we put in a lot of protections to make sure that we just don't randomly take away people's liberty and freedom. So it is a high standard. It's not beyond the reasonable doubt standard for like a criminal conviction, but it's still a very high standard.
My husband and I woke and it was unusual because we actually said to each other, wow, something bad's happened, because it sounds like everybody's going. They are throwing everything we've got down the 260 to whatever is happening.
DPS says that a driver crossed into oncoming traffic and hit their ambulance. Both firefighters were killed, and the driver of the other vehicle also died.
We will never know why Angela crossed over that line and crashed into that ambulance. But here's what was revealed on September 15th, 2025. Around 8:30 a.m., Angela's mother called authorities to report her missing. She said that her daughter suffered from bipolar disorder and tried hurting herself the night before. Angela's mom also found a knife in the bathroom with blood all over and a plugged-in cooler in the bathtub. Angela left home in her Chevy Traverse sometime before the fatal crash. Damon Thompson was a couple weeks away from completing his first year with Timber Mesa Fire.
We have to have people that are empathetic, caring, and willing to still do that job. So it's kind of twofold. They got to be good with their hands, but also have that caring, because most of what we do is medical calls. And I felt like Damon probably had, and ultimately he did, he proved it to us, had that skill set.
Brenna Kulikowski was the mother of a 10-year-old girl, and just got married to her husband Todd in July.
We're going to somebody's worst day of their lives, and so we have to have that empathetic side, and that's what Brenda brought to the table. But she also brought energy. She was athletic and capable, and she could truly function and do the job very well.
Jennifer's son is autistic and met Brenna during a medical transport to Phoenix several months before her death.
Brenna she actually was our driver, and when we stopped in Star Valley, she bought him a Thai Beanie Baby stuffed owl that he wanted so badly, and I was saying no, like I didn't have any money on me, and she bought this out of her own money, and I was telling her no you don't. She's like, no, I want to do this for him. I want him to feel better.
Chief Chevalier will never forget the wreckage of flames that still haunt him, but even more vivid are the small details from the moments he told the victims' families that they weren't coming home.
I can tell you the color of the houses, what the door looked like, and then of course the faces as you're delivering that information, and that sticks with you forever.
Timber Mesa Fire District lost a third family member 2 weeks after Damon and Brenna died. Glenn Collins was riding his motorcycle to work when authorities say a suspected drunk driver hit him in a head-on crash. The White Mountain community came together as Timber Mesa Fire grieved immense loss.
This is our home. We're resilient, and this place is amazing.
Jennifer feels bound to the tragedy, knowing she experienced the culmination of what Angela was battling that February day.
I don't even know her.
Yeah. You've never met her or anything?
I've never seen her before in my life.
And questions that won't be answered. Why was Angela trying to hurt herself? What kind of treatment did she get for her mental health? Was her warning truly heard? And why did anyone need to die?
Although she's culpable, like, she didn't deserve to die. She was failed by the system as much as society was failed by the system.